Hey, how y'all doing? I wanted to talk to y'all about something very deep today. Um, 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 oh, yeah. So I want to talk about fear and anxiety and stuff like that. I have always kind of battled with that, and I'm putting myself out there because I don't want any of my shortcomings to steer me away from my dreams or something that I want to do in life. Some people know that I have been like musically and loving music and performing for my mom since I was a kid, and music has always been in me. I've always been able to make up dances. I've always been able to write a song. I've always, even when I was like younger, I used to record myself singing, on my mom's voicemail, and then I'll check the messages and hear myself back. So it's in me, and I think that's something that you naturally know how to do, is something that you need to go for in life, but I think sometimes life and circumstances and just failing and rejection and everything can just, it could really do something to you, because you can go into something happy as can be, and and you have the best intentions, this is what I want to do in life. And then life starts hitting you, and then you see it's not as easy, and then you see that everybody does not care about what you're trying to do, or they're not supportive, or they don't think that you're good enough. And some days you might not think that you're good enough, but you still have to keep moving. I had an incident last weekend where, my biggest fear is like, I don't like public speaking, and I do not like singing in front of people. Like, even though I do a lot of videos and stuff like that, I don't like, singing in front of people, because I'm scared I'm gonna mess up, and especially singing a cappella. Like, I can sing, I can do a lot better, but it's just that fear that just initially gets you. So my story is like, I, had to sing somewhere, and at a wedding. And I practiced that song. I learned the song because I didn't even know what the song was at first. And I practiced. And I had my good days where I could just blow that song out the water. You know what I'm saying? Most of the time I could. But once I got there and I did it, fear and nervousness and everything just kind of came over me to the point where as soon as I opened my mouth, I cracked. And I felt so embarrassed, because I'm like, oh my God, you don't want to do that at somebody's wedding. You know what I mean? Like, you can't be having a moment trying to get over your fear when you are at somebody's wedding, being videotaped and stuff like that. So I was like, I cannot believe this. And I was just like, this is what I love to do. This is, what I feel like God has called me to do. Why am I, what is this? I cannot let this overcome me. And, I was very upset, mad at myself because of that. But I had to let it go. And I'm learning that you have to do things scared. You have to do things fearful, because you never know what doors it might open up. That was not my best performance. If people heard me practicing, they would be like, oh, wow, that was good. But I don't feel like that definitely was not my best. And it's funny, because the first note, which I had no problems doing, is the one I cracked on. And the notes that I had problems doing is the ones I got through. So anyway, I was nervous. I was like, oh my God, But, you cannot let that overcome you. You cannot let it overtake you, and you have to get up and move on to the next task. And the thing about me, I'm starting to do my music and my singing late. Like, people are just starting to notice that I know how to sing. I know how to do this type of stuff. I songwrite. A lot of my videos that I do, I basically produce them. I know exactly how I want them done. So it's in me to do this, and I cannot like quit because of a bad, incident or performance, some people said it wasn't that bad, but, to me, I was like, nah, because I know I can do better than that, you know what I mean? And I did better than that just practicing. So, all I'm going to say, if there's something that you really want to do, something that you feel like you should do, please do it scared. Keep on doing it. You know what I'm saying? You have to. That is what makes you an overcomer in life. When you don't try to do things just because you're scared to do them, that is what makes you kind of a failure and whatever. But if you keep on doing things scared and afraid, God will honor that. You know, I was mad at God, though, I'm like, God, I'm putting myself out there. You know, why would you allow this to happen? You see me practicing and you see me doing this, and, you know, why would this happen? And I probably won't know for a while because this is still fresh, you know, but what I've gotten out of it is you still have to do it. And once I was done, and it's like before the performance, I started getting nervous. My throat started, you know, freezing up, and I'm like, what is it, you know? And then once I was done, it was over. I didn't feel no more. My throat wasn't crazy. It wasn't. I was like, wow, this is crazy. And then the microphone was kind of going in and out, so I'm like, I prayed over this performance and everything, you know. And you know, the microphone, I don't know, like it kept kind of like going in and out, like, you know. I was like, wow. But I got through it. And I'm telling you, anything that you want to do it afraid. You know, don't be scared. Don't let fear hold you up. You got to do it so you can keep going to the next level in life. Once you overcome stuff that you're scared of, you can go to the next level. You know, once I do this more, I won't be as scared. I won't be as afraid. I don't perform a lot, you know. Now I'm starting to get more gigs where people want me to perform, and you know, that's not I'm not gonna say that's not what I do. That's not what I'm used to doing. And like I said, I'm getting started late in the game. A lot of people, they start doing music and singing live and stuff, and, you know, performing when they're younger. I never did that. I remember a long time ago, you know, it seems like the enemy has always tried to attack me in this area, because I remember when I was younger, that could have probably been my debut for people to know that I could sing. And I was getting ready to do my part in the song, and I just started crying, and I didn't do it. I was so scared to do it, you know, and I'm like, that has always like choked me up. Like, you know, sometimes you might see me and I might not look, you know, as scared, you know what I mean, to do stuff, you know, but I'm just being vulnerable, you know, so I can help somebody else. You know, I don't care what it is that you want to do. If you feel like God has called you to do it, but you're so scared to do it, you need to do it. You need to do it. Even if you mess up, you have to do it, you know, because you're going to get used to doing it, and then you can walk into your destiny, and then you can do what you have been called to do. I want to let you know that God heard your first prayer. He heard that prayer. Sometimes I think that we feel like we have to, you know, have a plan B. But God heard you the first time on something that you wanted to do. You just have to work hard on it. Like, I've always wanted to sing. I've always wanted to write music. I've always wanted to I'm not a limelight person. I'm learning that right now. I don't like a lot of attention on myself. But I've always wanted to do this, you know. And God heard me. Heard me the first time. And I've been doing it quietly since I was a kid, you know, or just doing it for my parents or, you know, immediate family. But He heard your first dream. He heard your first prayer. He knows what you really want to do, but you can't be so scared that you don't do it. He knows that business that you've always wanted to open since you were a kid, or that bakery, or that online clothing store, or, you know, or you know, just anything that you have, you know, or the daycare center. Anything that you ever wanted to do, God heard the first time. And I think sometimes when we don't get it immediately, we just go to the second thing. I'm like, okay, well, you ain't doing it quick enough, God. Let me try to go do something else to make some money. You know what I mean? And so we just kind of give up on what we really wanted to do, something that'll really make us happy and fulfilled in life. I could be around music. I could do that. I could write. I could be in the studio. That's what I prefer to do, and to make money off of it, and to write for other people, and to travel, you know, and to, you know, perform more, you know, if that's what I want to do, you know. But yeah, I just want to let you know that do it scared, do it by faith, and do what you really love to do. You're going to have some hiccups. You're going to have some hard times, but and you're going to mess up, and you're going to, you know, but you mess up until you get it right. You mess up until you in a big crowd, and you can just do it, you know, and you ready, you know, because, you know, God wants to hear your voice. You know, sometimes people are all particular about voices. It's about the person that can sing the loudest or the highest or the strongest. But God has blessed a lot of people with different talents in singing voices. Sometimes, you know, he just needs something mellow. Sometimes he needs something sultry or just something loud and big. But if he's blessed you with a gift or whatever, you need to use it. You know what I'm saying? And no matter how people feel or how people think about you, you know, that's what God has blessed you with. But anyway, I just wanted to give y'all that. Have a good day.